Hello, thank you for joining me. If it's your first time here, welcome. If it's not your first time and you're here every day, thank you so much and welcome back. My name is Claire and I'm about to give you a 2-card tarot reading. It's Thursday the 9th of March. Okay, what have we got? We've got the Justice card. Had a feeling we'd get a big card come out, a big major arcana card, because these are my Rider-Waite cards and I've had them over 30 years. Wow. It's the longest friendship, isn't it? And they do tell me a lot. I feel like sometimes the tarot cards are like that annoying friend that just tells you how it is and doesn't pull any punches. You know, if you're wrong, they tell you you're wrong. But they will always help you and guide you. So look at your tarot cards like that, and you will never go far wrong. So today we've got the Justice card and we've got the 9 of Wands. I'm really struck actually looking at this as a bigger picture. This guy looking over here looks a bit wary, doesn't he? As if to say, well, what you got to say about my life, you know? And the Justice card is there passing judgment on him, you know? And I really do feel with the Justice card coming out, this is exactly what this old pack of cards is doing. It's giving us a bit of a harsh truth, which sometimes we need with the Justice cards. So my guides are getting the sword and cutting. Obviously, she's got a sword in her hand, and the other side here, she's got the scales, like the scales of justice, which are very balanced there at the moment. And I feel this is very much linked to the fact that we are at the moment moving into a new cycle. But really, I feel like we're being very much encouraged to not do that with a load of baggage, like drag all the baggage with us, which is why I'm getting that symbol of the cutting. Cut loose what is not in your best interest. And it seems like a very harsh truth. So sometimes we kind of mosey on through life and nothing really changes and we can't work out why we never get a break or why, you know, everybody else seems to be doing much better than us. I feel like this guy's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder because he's had a few hard knocks and he's a bit defensive and a bit upset. And I feel that this person is coming into him and saying, well, you need to examine what you can do to make that not happen and not be a victim. And I think that's really, really harsh sort of thing to say, really. But I think once we kind of step out of that mode and look at, well, what part did we play in past events or where I am at the moment? And how can I move forward? I do think that that's the key to breaking free from a restricted environment. This guy's in a restricted environment. He's put these wands there, or has he? Has somebody else put those wands there? But it's the idea that he's not able to move on. It's almost like whether that can manifest as your fears are not allowing you to move on, or physically there are boundaries. Perhaps there's somebody you work with that's telling you can't get a promotion or you can't, change hours or something like that. This could be a person that's quite controlling and keeping you where they want you to be. Or it can just be your own mind. This guy has got a bandage on his head. And although that can show a physical injury, a bandage, I do feel that's very significant to the fact that we're all a little bit wounded. Chiron, the wounded healer planet, is very active at the moment. And that's telling me that we can take our wounds, but actually turn them into strengths. I feel there's a real element of needing to be very strong at the moment and needing to do the right thing, but by yourself. Okay, so not by, as in the right thing by you. Does that make sense? This Justice card, I feel like, imagine that you were standing in front of this card and explaining your life. And, she's got that poker face, isn't she? That she's not going to give away whether she is sympathetic to what's happened to you or agrees with you. But when you say stuff out loud, it does bring it home to you. Oh, okay, maybe I could have done that differently. Maybe, there are reasons why I've been here, whether it's that you didn't speak out or you've just sort of let life happen rather than take charge of it. I don't know. There's lots and lots of things here, but I really feel that we're being asked to break free from any restrictions that we are giving ourselves. Pisces is a wonderful creative energy. It goes with the flow. It's imaginative, it's creative, and it's just like, you know, daydreaming. There's nothing wrong with daydreaming. How much of your day do you daydream, and how much of your day do you sit there and worry and are fearful of things that might happen? If your mind's going to go off wandering, let it wander in a nice way. Let it wander in a wonderfully creative, empowering way, rather than keep you restricted here. Okay. One thing I will say as well, the red is, I'm drawing my attention, the red of this card about keeping very grounded. And I know we said that yesterday when we had the crystal cards, and the hematite crystal was mentioned about keeping yourself grounded. I would like to say, don't underestimate how life-changing these next few weeks are going to be. So, you know, we're all going to be put in places where we're perhaps having to be very honest with ourselves, or admit things to ourselves that maybe we need to change in our lives or do things differently. But the overall message is it's for our own good. It's for our own progression. Okay. And the 9 here with the 11, it's like either side of the end of a cycle, isn't it? So this is just before and this is just after. So once you've pushed yourself, I feel like this card's going to come in and go, well done. This is what I wanted you to do. This is where I wanted you to be. You've made the changes that are necessary. You've done the hard work, and then you're going to kind of get the rewards from the Justice card rather than the telling off. I do feel like I've told you off a little bit there. But like I say, March is a big month. We've got lots of different astrological events going on. Probably too many for me to mention in this post. But do come back again tomorrow. I've got another tarot reading for you. I'm here every day. So if ever you're stuck, you know, and need a bit of guidance, I'm always here. So do like and subscribe, and I really hope to see you again. All right. Thanks very much. Bye.